How y'all doing today, folks? And welcome to Red Wolf EDC. This is my fucking Friday video. Walking the dog, just kind of chilling in the yard for a little bit. I will go back to the living room view shortly, but just wanted to kind of give a quick little intro and just show y'all what I get to look at every day. Love it. Got the second house being built right now, but all the gorgeous freaking scenery. I love it. A little slow on the uptake right now because walking with a cane still, but definitely not as bad as it was, so that's nice. Old dog is currently running me in circles right now. We are 4 poops in because he has the bowels and bladder of a 90-year-old. But just wanted to check in with y'all and give you a quick little update. But anyways, without further ado, let's get on to the actual main show. But yeah, man, gun range in the background, all this beautiful land, nice house. Ooh, I love it. And I almost fell. That would have been all bad. So this whole fucking Friday thing, right, is just about kind of trying to get to know me. Most people online, they have personas, right? They don't actually practice what they preach, or more often than not, they almost have like a character. So it's an idea of how somebody is in real life, but it's like amped up or amped down or whatever. For me, I'm very big on just being real. You're either going to like me, you're going to love me, you're going to hate me, you're not going to give a flying fuck, and that's completely okay with me. But that is what I get to wake up to every day, and I love it, man. I cannot stress enough. I don't know if you see my face right now, just like the smile and just being able to be outside. And I could literally walk into the forest if I want to and just get lost for hours or days / weeks if I go too far and decide to be stupid, because it is a legitimate ass forest. Like, I will get lost and possibly eaten. But I love it, man. I grew up in the city almost my entire life. I was born and raised in Oakland, California. I moved to Stockton when I was about 19 years old, for a girl, because I'm a basic bitch at the end of the day. It did not work out. However, the rent was astronomically cheaper than what I was currently at, so I just stayed in Stockton. And I've traveled the world. I've been to multiple different countries and everything else, and I've seen a lot of cool stuff. But as far as like living places, I've always just kind of lived in the city. So to be able to just casually walk out under no rush or expectations, I'm not like I have only have so many hours to do all of these things before I have to go back home. No, this is my home, and I can just sit there for hours. Like, one of my absolute favorite things to do is to literally just walk in the forest and just sit down and then listen. And as my girl will tell you, she also hates that I do this because spiders and all sorts of different stuff crawl on you when that happens. And I think I got them all off. And then I lay down to go to bed, and we just feel creepy crawlies. And she's like, "Oh my God!" Like, I'm sorry. The worst time that happened, I'm on a nice long hike in the forest. And I don't know how I didn't feel this, right? Because I had no idea they were on me until later on that night. We're like laying in bed, and then I feel like a whole bunch of little legs and then things biting me. My girl's like, "You feel anything?" I was like, "What do you mean?" I feel like something's crawling on me. I was like, "Oh yeah, I feel the same thing. It probably is then." She's like, "What?" Tore off the blanket. I was like, "Oh my God." And there is, I don't know, 50 or 60 little spiders just crawling around. I guess they had like crawled up into my clothing at some point in time and just kind of chilled there. Either that, or I'm just really not very perceptive at all, and then crawled all over my body and I just didn't realize it. I have no idea how this happened, to be completely honest with you guys. So then we kind of took off that. And then the next day, I put on some freaking pants or whatever, and I'm sitting outside smoking a cigar, talking to one of my friends that's also over there. And then my girl has one of her friends over there as well. And I'm like, "I don't think we got them all, babe." She's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I can feel things like itching in my pants. Like, I can just feel them crawling." She's like, "Are you joking?" I kind of rolled up my sleeve or my leg sleeve, and you see like several spiders just kind of like crawl out. She's like, "Oh my god!" Her friend's like, "What the fuck, Kyle? What? Why do you have spiders on you?" I was like, "I don't know. My bad." So I took off my pants, threw them in the washer. Like it was an interesting thing, but it's a small trade off to just have that genuine just moment of peace. Like, dude, I love nature. I cannot express how much I just love hearing the freaking birds chirp and hearing life just run around you. I love seeing deer and I love seeing bears. Like, the first time I saw a bear, I almost shit myself. But now I'm like, hi, homie. Please don't come closer. I'll fucking die. I'm tough, but I ain't that tough. We can say hi from a distance. But it's just this amazing thing that I just wanted to share. Most of my audience is actually from the South, so you know what I'm talking about, and this is nothing new to you. And you're like, Kyle, shut the fuck up already. I don't care. But for me, it is something that it's new, and I love it. I love it so much. So a lot went down today. I posted a video called the Strider Knives Flame War. A little bit of context for that whole thing. Somebody posted up a very long post. I don't remember the guy's name because these videos are not scripted at all. This is me just kind of talking to you. Posted up a very long thing talking about how this is what they've been doing. They outsourced a tour. They do this, that, and the other. And I had heard that before, though I don't remember where at this point in time. So when he said that, I was like, oh, that's common knowledge. It's not. I also had somebody comment on my actual post saying that he's like very close friends with the Strider guys and everything else, and that everything is made in the Strider factory besides the .75 AR, which is made by Medford Knife and Tool. I told him to provide receipts of that, and then I will go about updating the video and everything else, because I would, if I say something wrong, I want to own up to that. To be clear, I'm just kind of reacting to everything that's going on right now. I'm not like breaking news. Like, I'm just like, hey, this is already going on. You guys are talking about it. I want to weigh in. So, but I did say that that was true. He's able to actually provide receipts. Then I will 100% update the video. I'll make a new video. I'll freaking post online and everything else because I want that to be true, because I honestly hate drama. If I could be like, hey, all y'all that had this big ass fight that were all Strider or everybody else, and they were just going on this massive ass flame war against each other, all y'all are dumb because none of this is true. And just love each other. Just hug it out. Just shake hands, hug it out, let it go. But we'll see if that happens. Also, we are 7 minutes in. Today's knife is the Medford Knife and Tool Marauder H, which has somehow become one of, if not my favorite knife of all time. The more I use it, the smoother it gets, the more I love it, and I'm just always carrying this damn knife. I keep trying to carry other things for review, and I have to actively pull this out of my pocket because I love it, man. This is such an amazing knife. Whether you like Medford or not, you cannot deny that man makes a great knife, at least now. I've had some pretty big problems with his products in the past. With this one, Goldilocks, like, in freaking incredible. So, what else to talk about? This is one of those things where it comes in handy to almost have like a basic script. Oh yeah, random thing. So I've started rice bucket training. And you're probably asking yourself, Ginger, what the hell is rice bucket training? And it is exactly what it sounds like. It is a 5-gallon bucket with between 25 and 30 pounds of rice, and you basically just knead it. No, you'll go inside, you'll first do stuff like that, and then basically coat the rice on your actual hands, and then open it up, and basically you're dealing with like the explosive force that you're having your hands open up. So like the weight of the actual rice over time kind of like coats your hand, and then you're able to like open up and just, I guess, faster. Bunch of different exercises, right? This whole thing seemed like a joke to me. And I watched a video where this dude had like a before and after thing, and he had gained like half an inch on his forearms in 7 days, which for those of you that work out, half an inch for anything is insane. Like in 7 days, god damn. So I'm in day 4 right now. And just to be clear, my forearms are in total 12.25 inches. So I have pretty, decent sized forearms. Nothing massive, but a little bit forearm bicep right there. I've already grown a quarter of an inch. And now I don't mean like measuring right when you're pumped up. So when you really work out, your muscles get pumped up and you just get bigger. But eventually that swelling does go down. I mean like measuring completely cold, which sounds like I'm measuring my dick, but I measure my forearms. cold forearms. I've already gained, like, again, a quarter of an inch, which is insane. But yeah, it's literally you just dive your hands in, you do stuff like that, and do like weird little things like the starfish and all sorts of different stuff, right? And I don't know why it works, but it works. I feel absolutely ridiculous doing it. So I'll put on like some death metal, right? I'm gonna just have the most extra shit possible going on, and as I'm doing, I'm gonna be just like. But it's interesting, right? Because it reminds you almost like a martial art movie where like they're like punching the rice or the sandbags and everything else. And I was always like, that's some dumb shit. And now I'm like, well, I probably should have tried it sooner because it genuinely works and it genuinely gets you super freaking sore. And I was like, okay, interesting. It's probably one of the most random things I've ever done in my life. And okay, so buying this bucket, right? I felt so weird because there was nothing in my shopping cart besides a whole bunch of bags of rice. And they didn't have the big bag of rice, which would seem less weird. Okay, the guy just likes his rice. It's all right, it's fine. They had the 0.5, not even the 1 pound bags. They had the 0.5, the little square bullshit ones. And I had 30 of those in my cart and a bucket. And that was it. And I'm just walking around and people are looking at me like I'm fucking insane because I live in a small town now. So everyone already knows who I am because I stand out just in general. Even in the big city, I stand out. Out here, like a walking, talking flashlight. Like everyone knows who the fuck I am. I stand out. So now on top of already being very distinctive and kind of standing out, now I'm just walking around with 30 pounds of rice, which is again in half-pound bags. So it's 60 bags of rice. I think I said 30 at first. It's 60 bags of rice and a big ass bucket. Just just going through my little ass town's Walmart. And everyone's very polite here. So nobody said anything, but the looks I got were just confused and concerned. I was just like, all right, this is going to be a thing now. They're going to be like, Kyle, why did you need that much rice? And I'm going to be like, well, maybe you thought I was going to eat it, but it's something even weirder. I put it in the bucket and I strike it. Just. But again, it works, y'all. It genuinely works in a way that surprises nobody else more than it surprises me. So, goddamn. Something else I wanted to talk about, completely off topic. So a buddy of mine recently got scammed. And he got scammed for like $100. Not a huge deal, right? But $100 is $100. So right now we have in the community a whole bunch of scalpers. And let's see, not scalper, that's the wrong word. A whole bunch of scammers, the other S word. And they have a group, and several groups actually, of scammers that vouch for scammers. So when you ask someone for a vouch now, and they send you a link or a screenshot or whatever, double check that shit. Because this is somebody who used to be trusted in the community, right? He has a history in the community. And he asked someone for vouchers. They provided them a laundry list, right? There was like 70 or 80 different vouchers. My boy was like, God damn, this is a lot of vouchers. This is like whenever you post up a voucher post. I've been doing this for a long time. I've literally bought, sold, traded thousands of things. When I do a voucher post, I'm like, y'all about to get blown the fuck up. I'm sorry. Like, there's going to be a lot of people going in. Good to go. Good to go. And occasionally, fuck that guy, because you know, break it all up. But so we have whole groups, right, of scammers dedicated to helping scammers. So how can you go about taking care of that? Even if you don't want to pay PayPal goods and services, right? Just insist upon it. And if they tell you to fuck off, they're probably a scammer. If they try to talk you into something else, you never know, right? But something I found is that if I say, hey, I don't want to waste your time, I'm only accepting PayPal goods and services right now, and they just ghost, they're probably a scammer. So, do that piece, find verifications, vet people out the best you can. Look at the age of the actual profile. Make sure there's not one of those little icons in the corner saying that they actually changed their profile recently. And then for the most part, you're good to go. But still, if you have a bad feeling, just follow it. Our economy is terrible right now, thanks mostly to Biden and his bullshit. And everyone's broke. So a lot of people that were good to go are no longer good to go. They're just some fucking scammers now. And it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So everyone just take extra precautions and protect yourself, because even people that, again, were just pillars of the community, amazing folks, now they just aren't, and they will 100% rob you. I had a list of things to talk about, but it was a list that was just in my head. I've done a lot of drugs over the years and I hit the face a lot. And so sometimes these things don't work out well. So there were other things to talk about. It's supposed to be not structured, but at the very least be like, talk about this, 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 and that. But I've just completely blanked. So this is a Fuck It Friday, folks. This whole thing is just about getting to know me. Also, if you have any questions or concerns or any ideas, right, for workouts, for knives, for content, for anything like that, post in the comment section below. I definitely want to hear from you guys, and I will address those things and answer any questions on the next episode. Cannot talk on the next episode of Friday because YouTube censors my ass. Also, one other thing, I cannot control the monetization thing anymore. So the F Friday thing originally, right, was not monetized because I don't want to monetize like a longer video because I figured you guys would be getting a whole bunch of ads. Even though it was not monetized, there's still a whole bunch of ads. So YouTube is on some nonsense right now. So if you're getting like 5 ads to get to this video right now, that's not me. That video is not monetized. This video is not monetized. If I keep getting ads no matter what, then I'll probably try monetizing it, because if you guys are going to get, watch ads anyways, I'll try to get something out of it, I guess. I'll get like 90 cents, whatever. It all adds up, I guess. But for right now, these videos are not monetized whatsoever. So if you're getting ads and a whole lot of them, please comment and let me know that, because I'm going to cuss YouTube the fuck out. So hopefully we can get to the point where these videos in particular are just, almost like a podcast setting where you just go all at once. There's no ads, there's no breaks, there's no nonsense. That's what I'm shooting for. But YouTube is on some bullshit right now. But anyways, as always, folks, I love you all. Please take care. I'm going to go back outside, go wander in the forest, and make some 8-legged homies to freak out my girl with. I love you all. Have a great day, and bye-bye.